is the final whistle. This incredible group of young German stars have pulled off the upset over Chile and have won the FIFA Confederations Cup. But until then, we celebrate this remarkable group of young stars from Germany. Julian Draxler to lift it. It is Germany who have won the FIFA Confederations Cup.
Here goes Brandt for Germany, at pace. It's a great pullback, and Germany open the scoring. It's stroked out without a problem by Lars Stindl. It's his first ever goal for his country. And the game against Brazil did not start very well, and this one, competitive game against Germany, has started in like fashion for Australia. Debating the options, the captain gives a signal and takes the free kick. Goal kick. Goretzka went for it. Run from deep by Goretzka. Wagner went for it. It's a wonderful cross in, and Sandro Wagner has spurned a great opportunity. He's an out-and-out centre-forward, quite being played in these areas. And here's the architect of the first, Brandt. He went to ground, but he got back to his feet. And Ryan denies him what would have been the second. But Germany are carving Australia asunder here. He gives it back to him. Wagner, Flagger stayed down this time. Sandro Wagner, the angle got tight. And he screwed it wide. Two chances down now for Wagner. Brandt on the edge of the box. Hits it. Seen by Ryan all the way. The ball does in the end run out of play, but Germany are keen to get on with it. Now maybe, it's steered wide of the target. Sainsbury went for it. And the flag stayed down. First moment of danger for Australia. Better little phase here for Australia, and on they come. Tommy Rogic gets it back, and strikes and scores for Australia! They've levelled it through Tom Rogic. He made a mess of the first one, normally such a good striker of the ball, but went back to him, he wasn't going to do that again, and the smile says it all. Once again Goretzka, penalty. Goretzka brought down, and Germany get a quick opportunity to restore the lead. Germany's captain puts them back in front. Australia were on level terms for just a couple of minutes. Kept it well to Brandt. Eye-catching first half from Julian Brandt. Running behind by Leon Goretzka, who gets on it and steers it home superbly. Leon Goretzka made 3-1, and it's a long, long way back already for Australia. Goretzka's first ever international goal for Germany. It's Moy instead, and it's straight in the wall. Rogic second time. Through somehow with a deflection. Leno has made a real mess of that. Teresi had the room to hit it. Leno makes partial amends for what's gone on here today by denying Teresi. And what an introduction would have been for the new man. World Cup, their best ever finish. Werner, almost. Now Timo Werner. And still Timo Werner at post. He mishit it on the post in truth. Ryan gets away with it, and so do Australia. Plenty of time here for Australia. Timo Werner just shrugging Degenek out of the way in the end. Had time to look up. It's a good little ball forward as well. Juric did well. Tommy Juric for Australia. Looking for the help. Cruz hits it, and Leno gets down and makes it stop. What a moment that was. It is all over, and Germany have taken the 3 points from the opener in Group B. And Jogi Löw
for the World Cup. Although Vidal's pressure redirects the pass, Vidal the return. Alexis Sanchez is in, off the post. The new all-time leading goal scorer in the history history of the Chilean national team, Alexis Sanchez, goal 38 as it stands. The Chilean players have surrounded the referee. Alexis is still celebrating. Pressure there and a giveaway. Draxler running. Stindl in front of him. Draxler wants it himself, and it's just over the bar.
Draxler misses an opportunity to slip Stindl in here, and as soon as he sees that gap close, Stindl makes...
Who also plays in Germany, standing in the outswinger looking for him. That was Pablo Hernandez, rising him over the top of it all, but a comfortable opening save for Marc-Andre. Still work to be done for the Germans, though. It's hit on the volley. It's a comfortable save. Here's Matthias Ginter. It's a deflected shot and a quick reaction there by Herrera. Stindl coming through a couple of Chilean legs.
He does well just to redirect this one on goal.
Great step overs to create space. Draxler clipping it in. It's Kimmich back in front. That's what he's trying to do at least. Ended up putting it right in the hands of Johnny Herrera.
Germany have really settled into this game now. They found a good rhythm, a good tempo.
Vidal was caught. Referee sitting and watching. Vargas off the bar.
That's what he wants to do. Strikes the laces through the ball.
Space to get across the way, and Bosayor is able to lift it into the box. Isla the header, sent back in, well wide though in the end.
Kimmich does well initially to get this one across because two Chilean defenders had come over to close him down. Aranguiz does well because he closes down the space between him and Chan.
Got options all around him. Trying to play it across now for Hector, driven right in front and stabbed home! Germany have tied it. Lars Stindl getting the start by himself up front. More than a half hour, Chile were playing with the lead, and you saw Germany growing and growing and growing into the game. And it's one apiece now late in the first half.
And it started all the way back in there.
Alexis able to use his strength to drive it inside. Looking to get an attempt away. Ter Stegen all the way down to his right. Using all of that 6'2" frame to deny Alexis Sanchez a second goal. It is Alexis. It's just over the bar.
It went near side, and it is dipping. Just dips a little bit too late. It was in a perfect spot. If he...
He's looking to cut back. Mustafi had to be careful. Now the cross for Vidal. Couldn't get up and over it. You know how good he is scoring goals in the air.
Well, Kimmich is really clever here. A lot of times you see a fullback.
For Sebastian Rudy, options either side. It's going to be in for Stindl through traffic, and Herrera was able to get enough of his body behind it. Bobble around in the rebound, second save of the game for him.
What I saw below is the German bench of
Confederations Cup. Vidal able to turn off the chest, off the throw, looking to play it in for the substitute, Rodriguez, who couldn't cut it back into space.
It's a really well-timed run by Rodriguez. He comes across the line, curves his run to stay on side between those Bayern Munich teammates.
Well, a tactical battle, fascinating to watch. Didn't have the fire.
Emre Can moved it and hit it.
Chan. Now Hart. Oh, it's in towards Kimmich. And it was a really good headed chance right in front of goal for Joshua Kimmich.
Well, it is a great chance, isn't it? He should score. He takes a touch. Second touch. Great little curling cross from Plattenhardt there. And
floated in by Mukanjo. Nice weight on it from Mukanjo in Plattenhardt. Germany building with purpose. Werner gets that one. And it's up. And again, Marvin Plattenhardt in the side and doing what he's good at club level. You could have...
It's clipped in and turned back across the face of goal, and then he needed a good save by Ter Stegen to keep Andre Frank, Zambo and Guiza out.
Benjamin Mukanjo takes it. Ter Stegen punching.
Gathered in by Demirbay. Here's Draxler and Demirbay going with his right foot and marking his full international debut with a goal. Firmly struck by Kerim Demirbay. Almost an element of surprise. I think in his own mind he was thinking, shall I shift this onto my favourite left side? He didn't have to. Here's Chan. Into Werner. It's halted by Ondoa. Chance for Kimmich, and Ondoa makes a good recovery save. Starting to open up now.
He does well on Ondoa twice, really. Reads it well here. There's a lovely little ball from Chan. It should be cleared, and Ondoa was quick to come out and make the tackle and then gets back.
Abubakar got turned for Cameroon and for Vincent Abubakar, the hero.
As things stand, Germany and Chile are going through to the semi-finals, although an Australian goal could change that. Here's Werner, and that's 2-0. Timo Werner improvises a header to notch his first goal for Germany. Well-engineered counter-attack. It's all gone wrong for Cameroon in the last few minutes. Beautifully delivered cross from Kimmich. Take your pick up front.
And all these guys on the bench.
Oh, and Ter Stegen's lost it, and Abubakar has stolen a goal back here. Germany had problems in the first game with Bernd Leno. Concede another soft goal through the hands of Ter Stegen.
It's good movement from the centre forward. He gets across the front.
Brandt setting up Henrichs, and pulled back, and Werner! So well taken. Well, the good setup from fullback, this time by the substitute Benjamin Hendricks. And Timo Werner took his chance with conviction.
It's fabulous technique, really is Werner. Ball coming across. They do love to pull the ball back when they get.
And did well with it. Emre Can onside. Only denied by Ondoa, and through all that the flag stayed down. Germany. Werner stayed onside this time, got it back somehow to Uris, who only gets a corner. It's all over.
By Goretzka, and immediately Germany are powering forward. This is Henrichs, the right wing back. Goretzka! Well, that didn't take long, did it? Mexico behind again. Less than 6 minutes into the semi-final, and Leon Goretzka.
Their attack, they find themselves very exposed, especially, like I say, midfield-wise, they haven't got much defensive cover.
Timo Werner, another chance for Goretzka. It's 2-0. Mexico carved open far too easily for a second time in 2 minutes. The worst possible start for Mexico. It's perfect for Goretzka and Germany. Anis safely into the arms, and he have it back again. Henrichs. Werner is on the run here. It's Timo Werner against the Shoah, and Ajoa managed to close his legs just in the nick of time. Pace and guile.
It's far too easy for Werner.
At Bayern Munich, who hasn't really used him much more than a substitute. There's a mistake here by Draxler, the captain, and Giovanni Dos Santos, after robbing him, Lord got back into a good position. It's a good touch into Giovanni Dos Santos. Big chance for Mexico. Wasn't able to take it. Hernandez keeping it alive. Here's Jonathan Dos Santos. Might have been better going with his feet. Going to take some header to beat Ter Stegen from space for Giovanni Dos Santos. Trying to find Javier Hernandez. Usually puts those away. He's scored a bucket load of goals since leaving Manchester United. It's going to be Herrera. And he had to make sure it was going over.
It's a good effort. Like you say, Ter Stegen taking absolutely no chances.
Touched by Jonathan Dos Santos. Needs a decent cross as well. Jimenez is coming in there. What a vital header that was from Matthias Ginter. Little flick on which then hit Hernandez more than anything else. Jimenez's flick took it. Hernandez with Jimenez to his right. Just a bit behind Jimenez. Switches his feet. Hits the target, but is thwarted by Ter Stegen. Needed a better ball. Looking for Timo Werner. It's Timo Werner one-on-one for the second time. And was there a little trip or a push in the build-up to that? Couldn't find the target. Was he put off illegally? Draxler. And Achoa makes the save. Trying to go through the wall.
far outside his penalty area at the beginning of that move. Draxler. Hector. Easy. Timo Werner glances to the officials just to check that he was onside, but he was, and Germany are closer and closer to the final against Chile. They've never won the Confederations Cup, but at this rate, it won't be long. Jimenez. Herrera. Jimenez might run through to Fabian. That would have been some first touch.
Would have been a great introduction for him.
Decent effort. Fabian couldn't test the goalkeeper. Javier Hernandez. Space here on the right side for Miguel Layun. And ter Stegen had to be at his best.
He worked it really well. From left to right, we talked.
Draxler. And some of that. Still going. Julian Draxler. Well, that would have been neat.
He's enjoying his football. A fantastic bit of skill that is.
After this, they are sending a younger side to that. They did prioritise this competition. Lozano. Jimenez hits the crossbar. That might have been his way back in. None have breached ter Stegen. Not with form like that. Excellent reactions from the old-timer. Rafael Marquez with the header. Ter Stegen. Or that Germany haven't had their moments when it looks like they could be put under pressure by Mexico. Mexico have created.
Yellow card. Not a yellow.
Free kick. Smashed in. That is next level. Might be too little too late from Fabian, but it's beaten ter Stegen. It probably would have beaten anyone. Amin Younes is joining too. Timo Werner. Blocked. Brandt. Chan. Onto Amin Younes. This will finish it. Amin Younes settles it. Germany are in the final of the Confederations Cup, and no one is stopping them now. They may lack a little bit of experience, but they have the German gene. Winning is in their DNA. As Germany. Here's Javier Hernandez. Did he kiss the outside of the post? Good header! And a good stop by ter Stegen as well. Best of their region, not necessarily their continent, and they came up short. They have come up.
Well, we half wonder whether Mark Geiger might be involved today. He had two very good games in the group stage. It is, in fact, Milorad Mazic, who's our referee. 44 years old from Serbia, took charge of the game here in St. Petersburg last week between Cameroon and Australia. Like Geiger was a referee at the last World Cup, also the European Championships last summer. Familiar face from the UEFA Champions League as well. And our video assistant referees, will they be decisive in their advice or perhaps in their decision making in this Confederations Cup final? Well, how about for Germany? As we said, this is a group brought. So you're knocking it away. Diaz playing for Vidal. Vargas running in front of him. Vidal taking it himself, pulling it wide, but same as we saw last week, Stu, all Chile early.
Yeah, and they just swarm around the ball. They set trap.
And then a mistake by Goretzka. Pablo Hernandez leaving it for Eduardo Vargas. He's got a couple options. He takes it himself, and second save early by Marc-Andre ter Stegen.
And Goretzka has to know.
Lars Stindl from the corner will cross it in, and it's Aranguiz rising up to head it in behind. Germany win a corner.
And this move starts because of the distribution of ter Stegen. It was a long ball out to that right.
On this Germany roster to swing this ball in, and a header comfortably over from Shkodran Mustafi.
Now Mustafi gets up well. He started out at the top of the box. He runs
by Aranguiz. Here come the Chileans again. Arturo Vidal cutting it back on Rudy, letting fly. Ter Stegen fumbled it. The rebound is mishit by Alexis Sanchez. Third save, a giveaway at the back. Werner's in, lays it across. An empty net for Lars Stindl to tap into. Completely against the run of play. Germany take the lead. An audible gasp around the St. Petersburg Stadium when that ball was given away. And the German fans even can barely believe their luck.
Just killer instinct from Germany. And Diaz, he's just way too nonchalant on the ball. And that's just because of the foothold they've had.
Vidal popped up on looking to return. Mauricio Isla going to get there in front of Draxler. The cross for Aranguiz. Couldn't get anything directed on target, and Kimmich able just to shepherd it out for a goal kick. Find Rudy back inside. Rudy across to the far side. It's Goretzka wide across the face of goal. Hara jumped the passing lane, and Leon Goretzka, 3 goals in the tournament so far, just missing.
And this is where they can hurt you. It was a poor pass out again by Diaz. He's had a tough time in this game.
Draxler running as well. It's meant for Timo Werner. Brought it down. Couldn't control it cleanly. Isla clears it in behind for a second German corner. And another dangerous counterattack for this cycle with the U21s, including Timo Werner, who's running now at Gary Medel. He's got support from Draxler, who puts it just wide. Now, he and the German bench thought this was 2-0.
Well, we were talking before just about Werner's ability and his intelligence running off the ball to drag defenders. And when you have speed, what it does to the defenders, they'll be able to get further.
Bad giveaway to Julian Draxler. Handing off now for Leon Goretzka. Saved by Claudio Bravo. Germany can't believe they haven't added a second goal, and Chile are shooting themselves in the foot for Julian Draxler. Pressure coming from behind from Isla. Draxler is by him. Draxler is in. Deflected shot just wide. Another great look for Julian Draxler, but still the Germans can't get a second.
And Medel just gets caught flat-footed here as Draxler pushes it by him, and that deflection.
3 have been shown in total tonight as Stindl is fouled by Busayor. Filtering into the box. Alexis outside of the foot, cross for Vargas. Can he get out of control? And Rudiger. Alexis coming in. 1-on-6. The shot is blocked. It was Rudy there who got his body in the way. Draxler first to that loose ball. Werner wasn't making a run. Draxler felt it. Just running in. It's a cross for Har. It drags him a bit wide. Can he get this ball back in play? No, it was already in. Arangi's able to turn on as Rudiger backed off. It's into the middle for Vargas. Right to Ter Stegen.
And Vidal's on the floor in front of us because he wanted a layoff here.
Rather on the far side. Isla back into the middle. A punch from Ter Stegen. Alexis holding it in. He's got Busayor there. Busayor sends it a deflected cross. Knocked out Alexis trying to get there. Vidal put it over the bar. They're arguing for deflection. Yes, it took a touch. It'll be a corner at least. They're arguing furiously. This should be a penalty though. Yeah. Arangi's got it out from underneath his feet. Arangi's letting fly. Ter Stegen at full stretch. Did get a paw to that. It'll be Valencia firing it in. Ter Stegen knocked it down in front of him. And I shortchanged him earlier with 6 saves before that. We'll see if they count this as a 7th. From Kimmich. That's a deflected cross. Ter Stegen didn't get there. It's loose. Rolled in front and missed. Angelo Segal. It came to him in a flash, but he couldn't get it on target.
And Ter Stegen's caught flat-footed. He doesn't see the run from Pooch coming across him on his blind side. He does the right.
Across for Leon Goretzka. Can they slam the door shut? Joshua Kimmich lifting it in for Draxler. Is just too tall and a bit behind him, and he couldn't steer it on frame. Up there, Mustafi, his club teammate, won the header. It's a foul. It's a free kick for Chile in a great shooting position. They'll put another man on the post, and Nubbles were flooded in front of Ter Stegen, who was able to make. There is the final whistle. This incredible group of young German stars have pulled off the upset over Chile and have won the FIFA Confederations Cup. It's off and it's straight back to work. All eyes on coming back here to Russia next June in the FIFA World Cup. But until then, we celebrate this remarkable group of young stars from Germany. Julian Draxler to lift it. It is Germany who have won the FIFA Confederations Cup.